Kutoka Kanda ya Ziwa is a weekly TV recorded program which is comprised of investigation, interviews and new arguments on hidden issues around the society. In this week we highlight the tourist attractions and unpopular places of attractions in Kagera Region. Kagera Region is situated in the northwestern corner of Tanzania. The region capital is Bukoba town, which is about 1,500 kilometers from Dar es Salaam by road. Kagera Region shares borders with Uganda to the north, Rwanda and Burundi to the west, the Kigoma and Mwanza regions to the south, and Lake Victoria to the east. Kagera Region lies just south of the equator between 100 and 245 degrees south latitudes. Longitudinally it lies between 3,025 and 3,240 degrees east of Greenwich. This includes large parts of the waters of the Lake Victoria. Kagera Region covers a total area of 40,838 square kilometers. Out of the total area, 28,983 square kilometers is the land, and 11,885 square kilometers covered by waters of the Lake Victoria, Lake Sekimba, Brigi, and Engono and Kagera rivers. Kagera Region is Tanzania's 15th largest region and accounts for approximately 3.2% of the total 883,749 square kilometers land area of Tanzania. Kagera lies at 3,750 feet above sea level. It has reasonably fertile oil soils, but overused in some parts of the region has led to soil exhaustion and a need for the use of fertilizer. If you are coming to Kagera, you can travel in a variety of ways. Here are the most common ways: by air. Visitors to Kagera Region, you can also travel through Dar es Salaam, Kilimanjaro, in Zanzibar or Nairobi. From Dar es Salaam, there are 4 flights every day to and from Mwanza. Bukoba Airport is on Aerodrome Road near the lake. By night fare, the fare leaves Bukoba on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. By night fare, the fare leaves Bukoba on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 9:30 after the horn sounds twice and arrives in Mwanza the next morning at around 8 a.m. It leaves Mwanza on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays at about 9 p.m. and arrives in Bukoba the next morning around 8 a.m. The boat stops first at Kemon Bay, so make sure you don't get off too early. Kagera is considered to be one of the loveliest parts of Tanzania given its staggering scenic beauty, variety of nature, friendly inhabitants, and a strong cultural history. Bukoba is located in the heart of Africa, just next to equator on the Tanzania western shore of the Lake Victoria. It is the major commercial center of Kagera Region. When you are in Bukoba, you will be able to enjoy a spectacular accommodation in magnificent tourist hotels, which also offers transport services to various destinations, including to and from Bukoba Airport. Some of these tourist hotels, among many others, which offer splendid services to local and international guests who come to visit various tourist destinations. A variety of tourist guide services offered in plant by the Kiroyela Tours.
We've been trying to promote this region, which is not known to many people outside of Kagera and to the other part of the world. Kagera particularly, we need the intensive promotion of our cultural attraction, which we are blessed here. Kagera is located particularly in a very nice location because we are located in between the gorillas in Serengeti. I've been trying to promote this region. We have a lot of cultural attraction which is not known. We have a lot of natural attractions. We have a lot of forests and other sceneries which can bring people all over the world to come and know this place. But I wonder what we are doing in terms of promotion, because when you watch the local televisions, or we see a lot of promotion with Vodacom, Zain and Tigo. We see a lot of promotion with TBL product of like kind of beers, but we don't see much comprehensive marketing of like a culture of the people, because it brings a lot of change to the people staying in the region. Like, you know, when people comes from other countries and visiting other people in the villages, see the way they dress, the way they cook bahaya food. I mean, the way we dance, traditional dance. We have a famous traditional dancer like Saida Kaloli, which can bring a lot of people and generate income to the local people, and people can see direct benefit of tourism. Apart from that, we have beautiful beaches. Like if you go to areas like Bugabo Beach, it's unspoiled and very natural than the Zanzibar. So, I mean, what we need, you know, is comprehensive marketing of Tanzania Tourist Board coming down into the lake zone, not only Serengeti, because people, they travel around Tanzania coming from Arusha, Serengeti, Ngorongoro, and they end at Seronera. It's just 200 kilometers to the Lake Victoria. And from here to Rwanda, from here to Uganda, to Congo, it's very close. It's only 3 hours drive from Bukoba to other neighbors' countries. So we need a comprehensive marketing. Like what you see here around, we have traditional bandas, which attracts a lot of people to come and overnight on the shore of the Lake Victoria. We need, you know, more facilities on Lake Victoria, like speedboat, like Zanzibar, you know. People should move from Bukoba to Mwanza in 40 minutes or in 2 hours, you know. The cost of flying to Bukoba is becoming extremely expensive. You know, you fly from Dar es Salaam to Zanzibar at less than $50, but you fly from Mwanza to Bukoba with $150. So the government should work out and see how people can access this region. But we have not seen the comprehensive marketing of the natural attraction we have in Bukoba. So you guys come down here and enjoy the beautiful, and we have nice food, we have nice people, we have nice weather. The town is green, the weather is beautiful, evergreen, and lots of bananas, lots of senenes, which you can enjoy and remove your stresses. We have a lot of stakeholders in tourism in Tanzania, particularly in Bukoba. You know, we have a lot of hotels here. We have a good number of business, transporters dealing with transport. I think we need to formulate kind of association, make it strong. We used to have Kagera Tourism Development Association, which is no longer existing. So we need to create an association which we can work together to promote this region and become somewhere where people can come and enjoy the natural. Because if you speak about Dar es Salaam or Arusha, it's too congested with lots of people, with a lot of cars. But Bukoba, particularly Kagera, is a place where you can come and enjoy the beauty. Because it's not, you know, we don't have traffic jams, we don't have electrical problem, we have, pleasant weather. So, I mean, the stakeholders, you know, should play a great role in promoting this region.
The national parks. Kagera region hosts Biharamulo, Burigi, Ibanda, and Rumanyika, and the Orugundu game reserves, a national park situated on Rubondo Island, and a wildlife sanctuary based on the Sanane Island. Rubondo Island, in the southwest of Lake Victoria, is Tanzania's only island national park. The 240 kilometers island provides unforgettable experience for visitors, combining the breathtaking natural beauty of the forest refuge with the relaxing tranquility of sandy lakeshore beaches. Rubondo Island boasts a unique diversity of flora and fauna. Only here can the visitor be sure of seeing Sita Tunga and have the chance of observing chimpanzee experimental stage. Other mammals frequently seen include hippo, otters, bushbuck, and varvety monkeys. Rarer sightings are crowbars, genet, marsh mongoose, Sunni antelope, and elephant. Rubondo is a paradise for bird lovers with nearly 400 species documented on the island. The island has an abundance of herons, storks, ibis's, egrets, cormorants, kingfishers, bee-eaters, flycatchers, hornbills, and the birds of prey, including the highest density of fish eagles everywhere in the world.
And we are emphasizing our fellow Tanzanians out there to come and support our national park and learn more about the extinctions and different types of animals found there, and their activities, their migration, their work, and the people within. They are very caring and have that sense of hospitality within them. We've really enjoyed a lot, and we would like to emphasize more Tanzanians to visit. Please, you are welcome. All our national parks, they are really for us people, we like me, you out there, and others, plus our country, to promote tourism in our country.
Kweli, lakini sasa tuseme labda ni hali ya kipato tu ndo shida, lakini kweli hata kama mtu anaweza kupata chochote au anajipanga angalau hata kama mara moja kwa mwaka.
I think the challenge is underlying the poverty among most Tanzanians, because everyone would like to visit our parks. As you see, visitors are enjoying attraction than we do.
Ndio maana hata wenzetu wazungu wanaona wanakuja kututembelea huko. Kwa kweli wanafaidi. Na sisi tena wazao inabidi kujitahidi sana kuona kama tunaweza tukawa tunafahamu hifadhi zetu tukazijua.
Visitors have the freedom to explore the forest and lake shores by foot or boat, allowing each person to create his or her own magic of Rubondo and to live with uniquely personal experience of the island. In Nicaragua, you will be able to enjoy a spectacular view of a hot spring in Mutagata area before you cruise over a few kilometers to the neighboring district in Ngara, where you will see the Rusumo Falls near the Tanzania-Rwanda borderlines. Culture, heritage, and traditions. Senene or grasshoppers are very delicious insects eaten among higher tribes. These are also commonly known to be precious gifts exchanged among brides. The bride will often bring senene or grasshoppers to his bridegroom as a demonstration of love between the two, while the bridegroom would often reciprocate by giving a pair of kanga in appreciation. Tradition dance. Ngoma is the major traditional dance. Traditional dances come in a variety of styles including omtoro, amayanga, mulekule, amakondele, and kasimbo. There are traditional songs which differ in area of original and status, such as funeral ceremony songs, spiritual and wedding songs. Storytelling. Stories and legends of ancient times are commonly told at night when the family gathers for exchanging views. Stories are commonly narrated by elders. They have their meaning in strengthening norms and conducts of the young people and the roles of gender. They are called ingano in Kihaya. traditional architecture and crafts. Traditional houses are called mushonge. These are round grass houses strengthened by large poles of tree called nyomyo. What is unique is that the construction begins with the roof rather than the ground foundation. People have gradually changed the mud houses and iron sheets roofs.
And now I'm talking about the historical sites in Bukoba. Tanzania, we became independent in 1961, but before we have 8 kingdoms in Kagera. We had 8 kingdoms in Kagera. One was Kihanja, Iyangiro, Maruku, Karagwe, Kiziba, and even now we still have some sites that we call them attraction sites, wherever cultural tourism, people they come from Europe, they come to see this, and we use them as attraction sites. We have our children who now they like the historical these sites. When they come from schools, they learn something modern now, but if you ask them about the tradition attractions or tradition historical, they know nothing. They can be on political side, but not in cultural. So we need to improve these sites. If we do this historical, and the government can put more emphasis on this, and then our children will be better, and they know where they come from and where they are going to see.
We are proud of a Danish embassy to Tanzania and UK embassy to Tanzania. They all visited Kagera. In fact, listen to the Danish embassy stayed here with their family and friends, and they used this accommodation from Bukoba, just natural and beautiful. No rain coming in, and when it is hot, when you come in, it's really cold, and you enjoy, just overlooking the Lake Victoria or the shore or shore of the Lake Victoria. So it's nice you guys to come and enjoy the traditions. Why people are coming from outside enjoying our tradition, and ourselves from Dar es Salaam, Arusha, and around Kagera, we are not spending our time to use our traditions in facility. So this is one of the traditional facilities called mushonge.
Presently, most people construct brick houses and iron sheet or tile roofs. The region has craftsmen dealing with basketry, pottery, canoe and boat building, and various other forms of art and crafts. Western architecture, German and English, as well as Arab architecture, especially mosques, can be seen in many places. Traders and explorers of those origins introduced them. On the Bukoba-Mtukula highway, just a few kilometers from the Tanzanian border with Uganda, a visitor will be able to see a myriad of tourist sites, including the ruins of worshipping structure that was demolished during the Kagera War to oust the former Ugandan dictator Idi Amin Dada. Amin had invaded a tract of land along the river Kagera on the Tanzanian side before he declared that the invaded land was within his territory in between 1978-79. Just close to the demolished House of God, you will be able to cross a huge bridge, which was also constructed after the former bridge had been bombed by Idi Amin troops during the same war. These are not the only historical sites that a visitor will be able to enjoy while in Kagera region, whose weather are often very friendly, even for those who could be visiting the area for the first time. Along the highway towards Uganda direction from the region's capital town of Bukoba, you will be able to be welcomed by vast landscapes suitable for agricultural activities or any other investment purposes. Kagera region is surrounded by a wide range of tourist attractions from the east to south earth poles, not to mention those found on the east and the west poles. Just a short distance to the Tanzanian border with Rwanda, you will be able to see the mass grave. The place is near Rusumo Falls, where the bodies of several hundred Rwandese were buried following the Rwanda genocide in 1994, which left hundreds Hutu and moderate Tutsi dead. When you will be wondering what a threat could the Rwanda genocide have been, the hissing sound of the Rusumo Falls will just take you away from all the remorse feelings about the genocide, just to make an endurable experience and not a grievance. The Rusumo Falls provides a spectacular view, and while viewing, you will not help feeling the present humidity as the water falls on the deep bottom, producing a strange sound as it hits down the rocks and upwards through the air. While you are at Rusumo area, you would perhaps have wished to cross the border to Rwanda. However, you immediately remember you could have not stayed more enough time to see uncountable tourist attractions in a peaceful country, Tanzania. Along the Ngara, Biharamulo, Karagwe, Mreba districts highways, you will yet be able to travel under huge canopies of heavy forest terrains, which are notably the source of abundant beauty of green landscapes and ample rainfalls you will experience during the whole of your stay in Kagera. Kagera region has fertile land soils which allow cultivation of numerous crop plants throughout the year. Tea and mainly coffee remains the region's major cash crop, and hence the country's foreign income earner, despite being known to be the region's traditional crops. When you visit any household of any predominant higher tribe, you will be received by a smiling face as a bowl with a few coffee nuts called kamwani brought before you for chewing. Kagera region's inhabitants are mostly peasants tending smaller patches of land. Agriculture in rural regions mainly involves cultivation of banana plants, beans, maize, and root plants, as well as cash crops like coffee, cotton, sugar, cane, tea, and vanilla. Dotted along the shores of the Lake Victoria are numerous fishing villages. Most of the fishermen are local, and thus they are using traditional technology. The most famous villages near Bukoba town are Igabiro Fishing Village in Bugabo, Musila Island, Kifungwa, and Nyamkazi. Despite other production activities of the region population, Kagera is a home of peasants and herders. It will not take you long distance to travel to Misenyi area, where you will come across well-managed cattle ranches that provide beef and other dairy products. Iron-smith works. Logs rich in iron ores are widely found in Kagera, and there are several well-known clans of iron smelters in the region. Their activities have been speculated to date back to the Iron Age. Close to Bukoba, there lies a village of Kibuye, where one of these ancient iron-smith clans is still alive. Religious shrines and look at. Historically, there were large trees that were used as places of sacrifices and prayer to the ancestors at Kigabiro. There were miniature huts and other forms of spiritual flowing. Today, these are rare, if any. Nevertheless, Kagera region lies in the northwestern part of a peaceful country, Tanzania, which provides a room for you to enjoy a tranquil stay and unstinting hospitality of its people. On behalf of the cameraman, editor, and producers, as well as program managers, I'm Joas Kajage reporting for Barua kutoka Kanda ya Ziwa.